So we live a really small life, right? And so I find that the garden keeps me grounded.
Yes.
Crabtree and Evelyn. This is the Evelyn rose. Again, this is David Austin roses. He's a rose purveyor in Britain, and he has a big operation in Tyler, Texas. So that's what these are. I cut the flowers and give them to people.
These were for you, Mindy. I didn't cut these. I did, and plus, you know, I wanted to enjoy them for a little bit longer before we pack it in.
Oh yeah, so let's introduce you.
Okay, so my name's Chris, and I live in La Quinta. We're just starting our 16th year here. We moved out from Los Angeles, but I am a New Yorker, born a New Yorker. And I learned my love of gardening from my mom, who always had beautiful irises in New York. And I found that you can grow them here in the desert. I haven't been too successful with them, but I've developed a love of roses and Plumeria, red seedless grapes, and a lot of other flowering plants that bring birds to the garden. And I don't have a lot of time to garden. I'm a teacher. My time is in 3rd grade, and the time that I spend at home is really peaceful for me, since my life is really hectic in the classroom, managing children who are blooming. And I really need some quiet downtime for myself, and that's in my garden. And I have found that since I have added an ingredient, worm tea, that everything is flourishing. And that brings my level of joy to a whole nother level. I love it. I find that the plants, as they're blooming, I am getting excited, and I brought 2 plants back from the brink. I had ordered them from Florida, Clematis, 2 Clematis plants, a blue light Clematis, which is lavender with a green center, and Jackmani, which is deep dark indigo purple, like a royal purple. And they had to acclimate to the desert. They arrived here in October, and by February they were not doing well at all. I may have had them in the wrong place. I had them in pots. I'd been repotting them, and they were down to 2 tiny little leaves, and that was it. I brought them back from the brink of death with VermisTerra worm tea. And so I tell all my friends I'm really into worm tea, and they think that I'm drinking it, but I explain what it is and how addicted I am to it, but its results. And that's really what gives me so much joy. I'm looking around and I'm seeing now that some of my grapes, I've cut a lot of the grapes back, but some of them are bright and red, and it's joyful. And I like sitting in my garden and reading a book, drinking my coffee, having my breakfast, or with my family in the evenings with a glass of rosé. My hibiscus plants look as beautiful as hibiscus plants look in Hawaii. And in the last year, they really have flourished. I think I used that word already, but the flowers are everything. They really are, and they're just blooming over and over and over again. And things that I never thought I would be successful at, like Irish bells. I have been trying for years. I saw them in a friend's garden. I bought the bag of seeds. Nothing worked. And then I started treating the soil. And it was, in March, a candelabra of green flowers that were perfect. Now I have to collect the seeds. I am harvesting the seeds. And here, there's some really nice dark. We liked the shape of them, didn't we?
Yeah.
They were conical, like little triangle cones, tetrahedrons. Oh, here, wait. I'll break it apart. That hasn't come yet.
Like 3 of them in
Ooh, that's still.
that's a fresh one.
That's really fresh.
It didn't crack into pieces yet.
No, I have some in my pocket. Oh, look at those wasps.
It's drying up because it is now into the 100.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Three-dimensional. Yeah. It hurt. You can really see them, you know, in there. But the plant is a little bit different because see how this splits here at the stem? The taro root is actually, it's connected. So it's often misidentified, but this is definitely a different plant than taro root.
It's like a rainforest.
English garden / tropical rainforest. It's a healthy spiritual thing. If my garden is healthy and I'm spending time in it, I know that I carry that with me. I'm healthier because of it. One of my grandmothers that was born on a farm in the west of Ireland in Galway, she liked getting her hands in the dirt, and it meant a lot. And I go to the garden for answers, for meditative purposes, and I guess it is spiritual. I look at being in nature as God's cathedral.
And I think the soil, Mother Earth, she can restore us. There's something about being in the sunlight. You were talking about touching the minerals.
Oh, yeah.
And even for like immune system of children, there's just something. That's why camping and being on the beach, it recharges us.
Well, the beach, especially with the water, it calms you. And anyway, our bodies have the exact mirror percentage of water as the Earth's water to land ratio. And I know, because we're lucky enough to spend our summers at the ocean, that I take that calmness with me back to the desert as I start my new academic year with my new 3rd graders, that I carry that with me. And just about the time that it's time to really dig in my garden, my ocean summer balance is fading away, and I bring it in through my work with my students and in my garden. Oh, it's emotional. There are multiple intelligences, and there's a gentleman from Harvard University that created this concept, and there's a whole slew of them that he discovered and has put forth in the educational community. But he added one, and I don't know the exact name, but it's a natural child, or it's a child that is in tune with the environment. And that's his additional multiple intelligence. It adds to, I think, what we all have a part of us, in us,
but we don't always explore it.